Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is the importance of making a timetable. Why is making a timetable of your daily routine is very important. So let's talk about this point by point and I'll tell you 5 points why making a timetable can make you a more efficient and a more hard-working human being. So the point number 1 is making a timetable helps you remember your daily tasks. See, you might be a student, you might be a working guy, you might be, you're not doing anything at this moment, you're planning something, you're planning for a business, you're planning for a startup, anything you can do. Or you just want to grow yourself, you just want to make yourself into a more fit human being. You want to go to the gym, you want to do some exercise, you want to lose some weight, whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. If you do your daily tasks systematically and efficiently, then only you can reach that goal. It is very important. See, how does a pot that is full of water, how does it gets filled up to the top? It gets filled by drop of water. If you put a whole lot of water, all of it in together at once, then it will go out. It will all will be spilled out. But when you drop by drop, see, it is very important to do a systematic plan. That is why whatever your daily task is, if you're making a timetable that I will wake up at 7 a.m. For an example, I wake up at 7 a.m. I'll do some exercise and I'll have my breakfast and I'll go to my school and office and I'll come back and then divide my day. So you have to divide your day in certain parts. That will help you remember your daily task. It is very important to remember your daily task. See what happens. Your mind is not a supercomputer. Everybody thinks that he is a super human being. He'll remember everything. He knows what to do. See, that is not how your brain works. Your brain has to be constantly reminded. You have to go in this direction. You have to do this. You have to go there. That is because our brain is actually very diverted. It's not something that is constant. It is moment by moment. It is roaming everywhere. So you have to just focus it. You have to focus. It is very important to get it in the right direction. That is why for remembering your daily tasks, making a timetable is very important. Second point is use your maximum potential. By making a timetable, see, imagine you have a capability of running 10 kilometers in one stretch. So who's to say that you can't run 20 kilometers? It's just that you have made your own limitation. You're not utilizing yourself up till your full potential. That is why when you get in a timetable, when you work daily on yourself, then you can get yourself beyond your potential, beyond you're imagining, beyond the limits that you imagine for yourself. You can get through them. You can get way past them. That is why if it can be anything, it can be studying. If you study right now for say 2 hours in a stretch, who's to say you can't study for 4 hours? You just have to plan. See, planning doesn't mean that, okay, I'll just study for 5 hours in a stretch. It doesn't mean that. You have to take breaks. You have to customize your timetable according to your needs, according to how you are more comfortable. And then rearranging your life like that, you will be more efficient and you will be going beyond your potential. Coming to a third point, which is making a timetable reduces confusion and procrastination. Yes, that is right. See, one of the very big problem is that we procrastinate a lot. In the present times, when we have so many things around us, so many devices around us, that we are constantly, we're constantly surrounded by all these coming notifications from here, from there. So our mind tends to get confused. And when we get confused, when we don't know what to do, when we can't think straight, then this leads to procrastination. And procrastination is a very big problem. People procrastinate a lot, and they are unknowingly wasting many crucial hours of the day that they could have been used studying, they could have been used playing, they could have been used to grow a skill, anything like that. That is why it is very important to get a clear idea of what are you going to do. See, your brain needs a clear idea. Your brain needs a set of rules. Okay, this, after this, after this, after this. Then there is no confusion. Then procrastination and spending and wasting time, that will automatically stop. Because now your brain knows ki no, I can't sit and just watch YouTube videos for like 2 hours in a stretch. I have to do this. That is why when you make a timetable, the confusion reduces in your brain and you procrastinate much less. Fourth point is, making a timetable gets you in a routine. It is very important to get in a routine. Routine is the way of life. Everything goes in a routine. What if one morning the sun doesn't come up? What will happen then? Because sun follows a routine. Like sun, everything in our world, it follows a routine. It may be monotonous, it may be boring, it may tend to get less enjoyable, it may let you get out of your comfort zone, but it is how it is. It is how life is. And that is how you have to be if you want to shine like the sun someday. So you have to just get out of your comfort zone. That is really important. And when you get out of your comfort zone, when you get into a routine, then only you can grow on yourself. Then you can work on yourself. Then you can feel yourself growing. Because anything, you take anything for example, it can't be done in a single stretch of force. Like I'll just work for 2 hours straight, I'll just work for 2 days straight, I'll just work for 2 months straight, and then it all will be fine. That is not the point of life. The point of life is constantly working on yourself. That is the main focus. That should be the main focus of your life. To constantly work on getting on a better version of yourself. That is why getting into a routine is very important. Routine makes a human being more systematic, and it makes you more focused towards your goal. It reduces all the negative things, all the negativity that you have around you, all the things that led to procrastination. It removes all that, and you are focused towards your goal only. Coming to a fifth and final point, which is makes you a persistent and disciplined person. Persistence is something that can turn an iron rod into a needle. Yes, persistence is the key to life. You have to be persistent. When you are persistent and when you are constantly working despite of any difficulty, despite of anything that might be stopping you from your goal, and when you are constantly working on yourself, you will get successful. There is no other permutation and combination. You will be successful. But two things, persistence, discipline, they are very important. And how can one be persistent? You can be persistent when you follow a routine. You can be persistent when you don't have any confusion in your life. You can be persistent when you stop procrastination, when you use your maximum potential. That is why making a timetable of your schedule will make you a more persistent and a more disciplined person. So just quickly, let's revise all the points that we talked about today. First point was making a timetable helps you remember your daily tasks. Second point was use yourself to your maximum potential. Third point was making a timetable reduces confusion and procrastination. Fourth was it gets you in a routine. And fifth and final point that we discussed was it makes you a more persistent and a disciplined person. Rome wasn't built in a day. Remember this, guys. You have to work constantly, then only you can be successful. And it is a surety that you will be more than successful. That you have to make the journey fun. When you make the journey fun, the destination will not be a bore when you reach it. So in the hope of a better tomorrow, thank you for watching this video. Good luck.